What do your website and all the world's largest companies' websites have in common? One thing: precisely the same number of time and space to capture attention above the fold. In case I've just lost you, let me parallel it with another great equalizer. We all have 24 hours in a day, but what separates us is how we use it. The above the fold concept is the digital equivalent of 24 hours in a day. It doesn't matter how big your site is or how big your company is. Once your website is in front of someone, you have that 16:9 ratio aspect, or that 9:16 ratio aspect, or something very close to it above the fold to create that first impression. If you are directed to a set of search results where you come up against a big company and they look at the first 2 or 3 options, when they click on you, that's the great equalizer, that above the fold aspect ratio. You cannot afford to waste it. There is certain viewing patterns and behaviors inside that aspect ratio above the fold, whether it's on mobile or whether it's on desktop, that you need to utilize. I'm not going to get into the exact science on whether you have 3 seconds, 5 seconds, or 7 seconds. It's irrelevant. We all know it's just a very short time. So you want that first initial impression to count. You want to make sure that there's a good value proposition placement inside any visual hierarchy. And what I'm talking here is that skimming maybe from top left to top right, diagonally across to bottom left, bottom right. That might be all you get. You want to make sure that counts visually. The second thing is to make sure that there's some kind of content alignment and CTA relevance. As they skim, whatever words they pick up or whatever visuals they pick up, it should match the reason they're on the page as closely as possible. And finally, there needs to be something that stands out to make them take action. It could be a different color or a button that entices them to click or do something. That CTA positioning is about meeting whatever motivation they have to do something there and then. And this all has to happen within a very short amount of time and in that space that you have available, just the same as your competitors. Remember, whether you're a Fortune 500 company or just starting out, you have the same crucial moments above the fold. It's not about having the biggest budget. It's about making that one screen's worth of space count. You don't need a massive budget or a huge team to compete and enable your growth in the marketplace. You just need to understand this fundamental principle. Above the fold, we're all equal. Now, take some of what you've learned in this series and make those seconds and the space work for you. Before you go, let me give you some encouragement. Think about making some low risk, low cost, and potentially high value changes now. We're sure you won't regret it. And if all that seems too much, let me and the team help you. Jump on a discovery call and let's talk about how we can work together to make you a champion in the digital marketplace by turning lookers into leads and browsers into buyers. Click the link below to schedule your call. What have you got to lose? Schedule that call now.